welcome to Spirit of Life Alchemy. Just getting myself comfy. Okay, so today is Tuesday the 8th of February 2022. We've got some astrology today. So we've got the waxing half moon, which is when sort of the growing moon comes into the light. We go from sort of the dark half of the moon and the subconscious and unconscious energies, whatever's been coming up now since the new moon, which was last Tuesday. Now whatever's been coming up and rising up from the subconscious and the unconscious is now starting to become visible into the conscious mind. So we can see what it is that we're working on. So the moon today is in Taurus all day, so we've got nice grounded energies. The moon is going to form a trine with Venus in Capricorn, some more earth energies. Square with Saturn and the Sun, both in Aquarius. And then a sextile with Neptune in Pisces. So when I was thinking about this and sort of tuning into what was coming up for me, I really tuned into the connecting to love, both personal, with Venus being the personal planet of love for us, and also the universal, that collective unconsciousness, love as well with Neptune. And the words that I heard or that came to me were reside in the heart today. And the reason for that is because the moon's going to square Saturn and the Sun. It could be difficult to commit to ideas of yourself, or you know what's coming up, and you could feel sort of a bit pulled all over the place, unable to ground yourself. Adding to that, we've got Mars in Capricorn forming a trine to Uranus in Saturn. So there could be sudden shocking breakthroughs coming through in your physical life, physical reality, because obviously Capricorn and Taurus are earth elements, not just in astrology, of earth. So yeah, it may be sort of we get knocked off balance. It's difficult to assimilate or commit or find structure in who we are in light of these new breakthroughs or discoveries. And so the best thing you can do is just connect into your own heart, connect up and connect to universal love or the source love. And know that sort of you aren't alone, and try and ground as well as much as possible, connecting to Gaia, the eternal loving mother. Okay, so that being said, let's do some cards for today. Let's have a look at the wisdom of the oracle deck for today. What do we need to know for today? Messages from Spirit for the collective for the 8th of February 2022, please. What guidance and help and support can you give us to navigate these energies? Today, the 8th of Neptune, 8th of February 2022. Already affecting me. Okay, so what do we need to know for today, the 8th of February 2022? Okay, no place like home, coming back to the heart. This for me is home is where the heart is, our physical environments and home as well. And just making yourself as comfortable there as possible. A bit of self-nurturing, bit of love. Okay, to be fair, coming into balance, and then mending, repairing. This could be about sort of what's come up from the trine between Mars and Uranus. Yesterday we sort of talked about sort of illusion and perception and things like that. The cards that we've got, the smoky mirror and the moon, that came up in the Mystical Shaman weekly reading. And it may be that sort of we get some clarity on where we've been deluding ourselves, and it means that we need to take time to do some healing. Again, that energy connecting into yesterday's energy. Okay, what do I want for today? I think I want these, my Handel deck. I don't know if that's how you say it. Handel. And let's just see messages for today. Okay, so what do we need to know for today? The 8th of February 2022. Messages from Spirit for the collective, please. How can we best navigate today's energies? What insights can you give us to guide, support and help us throughout the day? I'm going to take that one out actually because it jumped quite high. Oh, Ace of Wands. That's a nice energy. So it could be that the moon trine Uranus, that sudden shocking breakthrough, inspires us with new inspiration, or, you know, a little light bulb moment going on in our heads. Oh, let's shake out my shoulders a bit. Okay, what do we need to know for today, please? Messages from Spirit for the collective for the 8th of February 2022. Okay, so 8 of Swords, interference. 7 of Stones, failure. 2 of Wands, dominion. The universe. The 10 of Stones, richness. Father of Swords in the south. 7 of Cups, illusions of success. And then the Ace of Stones in the west. And at the bottom of the deck, Mother of Stones. And I'm going to put the Daughter of Swords there as well. Okay, I felt like that needed to come out. Okay, so we've got this ongoing mental interference. It can be very hard to change old patterns. You know, we don't just do the work once and that's it. We move on, skipping gaily through the meadow of, oh yeah, I've dealt with that. These issues repeatedly come up and time again. And this happens so that we can keep reinforcing ourselves into the new patterns, the new beliefs. So the 8 of Wands is about how we hold ourselves in mental prisons. In the background, the Moon card, which is our subconscious mind, our intuition, our emotions. We've got the 7 of Pentacles, or the 7 of Stones, in this deck. And it's called failure. And what I'm getting in connection with the 8 of Swords, it may be that because we're not seeing any concrete results yet, we've planted the seeds, you know, we don't have to keep going back. Are you growing yet? Are you growing yet? We just have to trust that everything is going on within the soil of those seeds that we've planted, and the roots are, it's germinating, the roots are growing, and it could be a while before we even actually see any little green stems or stalks coming up through the surface. And this can be sort of one of the big danger problems, where we can worry about, is everything going to work out? Are my seeds going to germinate? Is it going to grow? And so it's like needless worry. Sometimes we just have to trust, you know, we've planted the seeds, we've done all we can. we need to stop worrying about them, okay, and just let them germinate. Somebody said, and I can't remember who it is, that, you know, life happens when you're not paying attention and you're looking somewhere else. Leave those seeds and give nature time for them to start sort of germinating, growing and maturing. The Mercury card, which is our mind and thinking and intellect and information and communication and self-expression. We've got the Two of Wands. Okay, so we've got divine inspiration coming in, the Ace of Wands. And this moves on to the Two of Wands. But the swords, the wands are crossed here, and this is saying to me, until sort of we stop worrying, then we're not going to be able to see the way forward. Okay, I think sort of once we come back to ourselves, come back to our heart, and balance ourselves, then those wands will go from that to that, and we can look out and see potential futures and things like that. The Venus card, which is our values around love and money and relationship and friendship and beauty, harmony, balance, etc. We've got the universe. We're bringing an old cycle to a close. This worry, this old patterns, these outworn stories that we've been living. It's making me think about, even though sort of Venus is going direct now, she's still very much in her shadow period and will be until the beginning of March. So it's like we're going forward and we can start to see the illusions and the delusions that we've uncovered during the retrograde period. And we're confronted by them, we can just start sort of bat them away. If we can do that, then we come to the Sun card, the conscious mind, our core identity, core vitality, inner strength, how we shine out into the world. We come from a place of richness, of abundance, of stability and structure. We get solid results in our physical world. The Mars card, which is how we take action, our ambition, drill, determination, will, creativity. We've got the King of Swords here. This is about sitting in our clarity of thought, knowing sort of what is interference and illusion and delusion, and what is clarity and calmness and the power of our mind and our intellect. And we get that when we feel into our thoughts, asking ourselves, is that true? Is that really true? Do I know that that's true? Or sort of, is that sort of some sort of fantasy that I'm making up? An old story, I'm worthless, it never works out for me. Those are illusions and delusions. The truth is that sort of, we're always, going in the right direction. We're always, can come back to our hearts and things like that. We're always connected to the divine, etc., etc. And have that clarity around the truth, rather than letting all the interfering thoughts sort of control us. The Jupiter card, which is what's working for us, our good luck, good fortune, hope, opportunity, expansiveness, truth, justice and freedom. We get the Seven of Cups, illusions of success. These are the fantasies that we make up about, oh my God, it's all going to go wrong. Oh my God, it never works out for me. So again, we're being asked to drop these negative emotions and negative thoughts, come back to our centre and just be repairing ourselves, mending ourselves, as we come back to our heart. Home is where the heart is. Okay, it may feel like we're disconnected, but we never are. All we've got to do is just focus on connecting in, to gain that connection. The Saturn card of what's working against us, obstacles, restrictions, limitations, responsibility, commitment, things like that, grounding. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Stones in this deck, and this is saying that if we don't stop doing this and cut this away, then we won't be able to lay firm foundations, because we'll never know the truth of who we are. And while we're worrying, we can't connect to this. Now, the two cards that came out from the bottom of the deck, which is the general environment, we've got the Mother of Stones in the West, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Velvet waiting. She's not trying to rush things. She's not worrying because she can't see the germination going on below the surface. She's not panicking and making up all these stories about how the future's going to unfold. She sits back and she relaxes, and she just sort of looks out over everything and knows everything is going to work out fine. And in doing that, she can create her future. Spider Woman in myths can be, spiders are often associated with Grandmother Spider, and about weaving our future and creating our life. And we can create either way, you know, sort of, we can create a fabulous future, or we can get stuck in these negative energies and create illusions about our future. And then we have the Daughter of Swords in the South, or the Page of Swords. This is about new ways of thinking, okay, tied in with all of this. We can't deal with all these, as I said at the beginning, we can't deal with all these sort of old patterns in one sweeping sort of cut of our sword. We do it step by step, little incremental victories, day in, day out, and gradually the old pattern loses its grip and we move into the new story. Okay, that's the divine inspiration to know. Okay, so that's today's reading. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, either the whole reading or any part of it, then please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications of my readings. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then please contact me at the email address below this video. Have a wonderful day. Bearing this in mind if you need to. And until tomorrow, thank you for watching.